Welcome to the Glow Through It podcast. I'm Adriana, the CEO and founder of Little Words Project.
And I'm Mariah, Little Words Project's first employee turned director of VIP relations and Adriana's real-life hype woman and BFF.
We created Glow Through It to bring you inspiration from our everyday lives. Whether you're building your own businesses, families, or love stories, we're here to remind you that you can glow through anything.
Catch us every Thursday for new episodes. Watch us on Spotify or YouTube, or catch the audio on Apple Podcasts.
All right, let's glow through it.
All right. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hey, all you people. Hey, all you people.
Mariah, you gotta stop.
Hey, all
At
you
some
people,
point,
won't you listen to me?
we gotta be done.
I've got a starfish, no ordinary starfish. That's not what he says.
Who did you used to do that with?
Hey, all you people.
Alex
Vecchio, I think. It was a SpongeBob inside joke, ISJ.
Yeah.
I'm very lean back tonight.
Lean back.
And don't dance, just pull up a pants and do the rock away. Hey, now lean back. Now lean back. Now lean back.
Now lean
Hey, yes, Emma.
back. Now lean back. Lean back. Okay.
What song's next?
None.
One.
It's
Singular sensation. Every little step I take.
All right.
I gotta fix this pillow though because I'm really. Ew. What is that? Oh, just a seed.
I wonder every day why I was a part of the decision-making team that said, hand this girl a microphone. I wonder every day.
You know who wasn't wondering about that?
Who?
The students of Rutgers University. They were like, oh, we know why she got a mic. That smart queen. That eloquent goddess. That cosmic goddess. Speaking of, has everybody seen our cosmic goddess launch?
Treasures. We literally, it's called Cosmic Treasures. You're so
Change that the day of launch. It was cosmic goddess,
It was
people.
until we realized how chuggy that was.
Yeah, I'm not like a big goddess.
Yeah, well, then you said it 700 times.
I
and
like
then
Cosmic
you
Treasures.
told the world
that it used to be cosmic goddess. Look, you guys are the inside scoop-de-doop.
Speaking of inside scoop to doop, I do have a couple of questions regarding the decision to give us a microphone.
It's scary.
Well, one, I also wanted to let everyone know I do have my Invisalign in. Do we think I should take it out? Because in a vacuum, if there's one snippet of me talking.
Snippet. It's one snippet. So, like, it's up to you.
But if there's one snippet.
It's your chin that has to suffer through this. It's your snippet.
If there's one that comes from the whole thing, and all they see is a spitter, but it's also the teeth. And no, it's in a vacuum.
They're shiny.
And it's not ever, like, it's not like before each snippet, there's going to be a...
No one's gonna be like
a disclaimer
and
that
here
she's got Invisalign. It's just gonna be like, listen to her making a point with a list.
There's nothing wrong with Invisalign.
Oh, I'm gonna take him out. Something that Bill likes to do is shame me about Invisalign because
I had Invisalign twice. You could shame me for the fact that I lost it.
It's not even about that.
Oh,
but the point is that he likes to shame me, and in shaming me,
he has his teeth.
He has his own list, number one. But number two, I'm like realizing, okay, maybe it is gross that I just take them out and put them on the counter. That's disgusting.
Well, yeah, your hands are disgusting, and there is a
But then I
virus
put them
going
back in
around.
sometimes.
No, it's horrible. You should wash your hands right before and then right after.
No, because the thing about a napkin and teeth inside and Invisalign inside is that thing's going to get thrown away.
Yeah, but that's why when I did Invisalign in high school, I put that thing in a napkin so much, and I
put
would
that
run
thing back where it came from, or so help me, bum, 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 so help me, and cut.
I put that thing right into a napkin in lunch so many times, and I had every single lunch lady in that lunchroom.
Wait,
knowing that what
you did Invisalign in high school?
High school and after college,
and again after college.
Yeah, but I paid for the second one.
Well, that's just stupidity.
I know. Well,
that's
a
lack of caring.
No, because I didn't wear.
That's disrespect.
Wear your retainer for the rest of your life.
Are you kidding me?
For the rest of your life.
Yes.
I wear it right now. I literally, me and my boyfriend, I'll be like, I have to put my retainer in.
So stupid.
He's like, you're so cute. You can put your retainer. You can do whatever you want because you're perfect. I'm like,
how is he?
Perfect.
Perfect. More and more perfect every day.
Every day.
Every
just
passing
gets
day.
a small little
All right,
hair
can we get
more perfect.
It's been a week. Can we get like a daily update?
Yeah.
From last week to now?
Oh, you know what? It's so cute. So cute. So cute. Do you want to know? It's so cute. Rachel texted me the other day, and she was like, tell me 3 things that Jonas did this week that were really cute.
Aww.
I was like, that's such a...
It's kind of exactly the question I just asked you.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that's such a cute thing that you guys want to know.
Yeah, of course.
I just love that you want to know what cute things he did.
Well,
so many people don't do cute things.
I personally love love. I really love love. I love.
Oh my God.
And honestly, I kind of feel this way when you date anybody. Like I'm always like,
I know you are.
What's the latest? Like I really want to live vicariously through you. I want to know like,
okay.
What are the cute things? I want to judge them on their cute things or lack thereof.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so one cute thing is that we watched Love is Blind live on FaceTime.
Yeah, that was cute. I was trying to watch Love is Blind live with you, and you were like, we didn't get there yet. I was like,
I know. You're like, wait, so what happens with Clay? And
okay. I'm trying to kiki with you about it, and you haven't started the episode yet, and then you don't double back. I know. So then I was wondering what your opinion was of.
Well, now we need to finish this up.
The Clay of it all. Okay, go ahead.
No, well, the whole episode of it.
We have to.
I can't believe it.
This is gonna become a Love is Blind
Holy shit.
partner season series.
Dude, the season.
What are those
nuts.
things called? It's a recap, but it's like a rewatch, like a part.
Dude, the season is nuts. The season is seasoning, and the seasoning is spicy.
Yeah, it's a spicy season
because
although there have been others.
No, nothing like this. Dude, the amount of things that are coming out in the internet about every single one of these people.
Girl, it's every time there's a show. You're late to Love is Blind. Oh my God, the first season of Love is Blind was fire. Have you ever seen it?
Yes, with who?
No, you've never seen it.
Name the people. I can't remember.
Lauren and Cameron. They were the most boring of them all because they came out and they're happy and perfect.
Yeah, I love them. I watched that season.
Okay.
It's not like this to where
you don't think?
Now when she said I didn't have your location on and he was like, "Oh yeah, well while we were in the parking lot." She's like, "Psych, I had my location on and I know where you were." And he was like,
"Yeah, that was good."
He said.
Yeah, that was wild. That was wild. I will say
she said, "Were you out with her till 5 a.m.?" He said,
now more than ever before, I think what's happening to the show, and we're going to get back to the three cutest things about Jonas, but I think what's happening to the show is it's in its own vacuum now of cult following people, and now the people who are getting on the show are a part of the cult following in a way.
Yeah.
So it's starting to just become itself in a way. I don't know if that's making any sense.
Kind of like a metamorphosis.
Like a centipede. Don't they eat themselves and then become themselves again? Anyway, I don't know. But what I'm saying is, you went to metamorphosis. If I'm honest.
Yeah. I was thinking of the mitochondria.
Mitochondria,
the powerhouse of the cell. Look at my hands. Look at my hands. Look at my hands. Look at my hands. Look at my hands.
Look at my hands. Mine wasn't even for the plot. This is just how I am right here.
Weird. Odd.
No, what I mean is so they're leaning into the story of there being outside influence after they leave the pods. Whereas the first few seasons, it was really just about the experiment. And then the show saw how good it was when they started letting people see other people that they didn't get. The lens. And then those people find their way into the episodes. And now it's becoming more and more of a thing where it's like, it's more incestual. And they don't feel as bad about it because it's the other people they were already falling in love with. But like what you're actually doing is cheating on your fiance.
Bro.
If this were an actual experience, if you guys were really going to get married, like you're never going to get married now. Like you don't cheat on your fiance.
Well, I mean, I think we're going to find out in the next upcoming episode or two.
And like people stay together if they do it right.
Yeah,
if you do it right, it works.
I think now Laura and what's his name, they have to end now.
Yeah, I would think so.
Because the internet, I mean, there's no way. She literally said, "I'm out. Like, count me out."
Yeah.
She was like, "Get me out of here."
As I would if I were her.
What? I do not know that man.
Especially because that man, he's just not ever going to be it.
He's not giving or serving.
He's not giving anything. The other guys give so much more. So let's be done on the Love is Blind thing.
I would never want to be done.
I know. Well, just for now.
Fine.
Because we can't make this whole episode about that. We have actually some good stuff to talk about, I think.
You're right. I agree.
And you.
Yep. But one nice thing. Okay, I don't have to do three. Okay. But one cute thing of Jonas and I right now is that we watch Love is Blind on FaceTime and we like mute our phone. And then if ever we have something to say, like I'll unmute and I'll be like, babe. Or he'll be like, babe. And then we talk. And so the other night, like he ordered me dinner for me to watch Love is Blind. He was like, "Oh, what are you having for dinner tonight?" I was like, "I don't know. Like, I'll just like find something in the fridge." She's like, "Well, I want to get you dinner. So like, what are you in the mood for? Thai food." Okay. He finds a Thai restaurant in Jersey City. He orders me the food because he's just like, "I'm not taking you on dates."
But that is a dream. Like the concept of that.
Such a man.
Of someone else just like handling the situation for you.
I loved it. It just showed up at my house. And then he ordered
you don't
my
even have to say
what
and what restaurant. You literally can just say Thai food.
I just was like, I love Thai. I love curry.
Now, was it good?
delicious.
Excellent.
No, he's so.
What a win.
Oh God, he's so sweet. And I'm eating, and he's like, "How is it? Like whatever." He's like, I didn't know when I was ordering the boba. Like I didn't know if I should add the pearls. Like, do they come with it, or like I added it, but is that fine? I'm like, you're so perfect, cute and adorable and perfect.
I love him.
He tells all of his friends about me. Can't wait Sunday of this weekend because I'm going tomorrow night. I'm gonna be in Denver tomorrow night. Very late, but whatever. I still count it as seeing him tomorrow.
So you just like have a feeling of throw up excitement when you said that out loud.
Yes,
yeah.
I could vomit right now at my joy.
I got a little throw up excitement.
He can't wait.
You.
He's like, I can't wait to see you in the airport. It's like we just, oh my God, it's so like fun.
This is like first time getting back together since the Will You Be My Girlfriend combo.
Yes.
Like the next day he left.
Yeah.
You haven't had any like in IRL boyfriend girlfriend moments.
No, that was the last one moment in. No, we had one day together.
Okay.
In New York, but this is like, and he's like excited because he wants like celebrate in Vail.
I love it.
Like he talks about that. Like he brings that up. I'm not like, yeah, well, isn't it going to be fun to celebrate in Vail? He says it. He says everything that I would want to say.
Really cool.
He knows. He's just like
he knows how to make you feel better and
the
safe.
levels of
safety.
showing up. It's safety. And you want to know what's crazy? I was just saying this to Bruno earlier. Like I went into her office and like gave her a little like half update. And I'm like, the best part about this is that I haven't felt anxiety since he asked me to be his girlfriend. Now, did I feel anxiety before that? A little bit, because it felt familiar. That feeling of excitement for a situationship that I hope becomes my boyfriend. Now that he's my boyfriend, I feel this sense of security and safety. Now, that doesn't mean that there's not going to be turmoil here and there.
Be like mindful.
I'm mindful and I'm aware that it's a new relationship and anything can happen, and my eyes are open, but my heart is too.
Yeah.
And I'm not just negative. I'm so happy. I don't feel any anxiety right now. I can't wait to go home and FaceTime him today. I'm not like he's gonna drop me today.
Yeah. And in not being negative, you're manifesting more positivity.
Yes.
If you think about it. Like in not being negative, you're telling the universe that you are prepared and ready and open for this to work.
Yes.
And not trying to look for proof around you that it's not going to.
The negative proof that I've always tried with every other thing to say, see, I knew he was going to do that. Or see, I'm looking at his Instagram followers and he does follow random girls. He's just so in tune and tapped in.
To the point where like, but that does help, right? Like he's providing you with a sense of security and safety that if it wasn't there. So this isn't just all because you grew up. You know what I mean? Like previous partners of yours have not provided you with the same level of security and confidence. And it's not just that you finally are like able to accept love. It's a combo deal, but he is also providing you what you need. And if you weren't being given that, your gut would tell you. And
it does every time.
Exactly.
And I do sometimes stick around.
But also sometimes it's too much. Your gut will make you live in more fear.
Yeah.
What you really are is balanced.
Yeah.
You're so much more balanced in this relationship and in what you're hoping to achieve out of this relationship and what you want from him. I mean, it's just a beautiful thing.
It feels so
And I'm happy to see you like this.
Yeah,
I really am.
I'm not like a hot mess, wondering, questioning.
I think where you need to try to spend a little less time feeling anxiety as a person, that this zooms out of the relationship but looks at how your relationship is impacting the rest of your life. And I think that's probably where you spend more time feeling anxious, like, oh, well, I might have to miss this thing for work, or I have to take PTO, which I don't take any PTO, and like justifying it to me or to Amy or to anybody. Like,
I know
nobody here is worried about whether or not you're going to do your job. Like everybody knows you're going to show up correctly.
I know.
And you need to not
that's
allow the
new for me.
anxiety. Yeah, you feel anxiety that you're not going to show up. And then I think that same anxiety, if I know you, even though, LOL, this is the only time we talk, if I know you, there's probably an external thing happening with you worrying about how it's going to impact your family, the family of it all, whether or not you traveling, it's going to take from time with that you could give to your sister or to your dad or whatever, your mom.
Yeah, like my dad's talking about Disney in November.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, can Jonas come? I'm like, Dad, that's right in the midst of his season. November 7th, that's an important football game in the midst of November. I'm like, no. And then I'm like, I guess I'm going to miss that game.
Wait.
What if that game is home at the Jets? What if that's when they play the Jets? Now I'm going to miss Disney?
Yeah.
I can't miss Disney, but
it's
a lot. There's a lot of emotions up here. You're so right. It's the only thing right now that is
just don't let that
bothering me.
Just don't let that seep into the relationship itself.
I know.
Don't bring that anxiety to him.
I
because
do
when you
sometimes.
start
You're so
bringing
right.
that anxiety to his door, I can only imagine that he might be in a place of like, I totally feel that, but our time is so limited. I don't think he would say that out loud.
No, like we already talked about April.
Yeah,
and
but
I said
like,
I can't see him in April. He's like, yeah, but this is the off season. So what does that mean? He's like, okay, then I have to come to New York during the week, and I know that you have work. But like,
so then take a PTO day.
I know.
Prioritize the relationship. Stop worrying about. Look, if I know one thing, Mariah, it's that you've prioritized this business for the past 7 years.
Yeah.
First, this business has been first. To the point where at some point last year I was like, okay, did I fuck this girl? Like, is she gonna find a man or nah? Because I might have taken her right out of the field, put her right in Mountainside, New Jersey, put her Little Words Project shirt on her body and said, you're mine for the rest of time. And I don't want to do that. So I do want you to take the time. Now, do I want you to drop the ball?
Yeah,
or
no.
But
and I never would. I know, it's so true.
I think you've become a person who won't and can do it all. You just have to believe that you can.
I know. And be active in both.
Yeah.
Active in being communicative with my manager, Amy, with you, with him.
But don't over communicate either. Be communicative, but don't burden. Because then the other thing you'll start to do is look for everyone else to make you feel better about it. Let your boss and best friend and person sitting to the right of you tell you right here, right now.
That it's okay.
Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
See the man.
Yeah.
Prioritize the relationship. I care about you finding love.
Yeah, thank you.
And it's important to you in your future. And it'll make you better here. But
not me wanting to cry.
Oh
no, because it's the only thing that I've like been worried about.
She cries every episode.
Because I've been wanting to talk to you about it, and it's like it is stressing me
God.
out. Like not you.
Do I know this girl, or do I know this
girl? She knows me so well that like it's the only thing that exists as a barrier to entry for me to really blossom in this relationship fully is that like every single second of my life is my job. So to imagine that like I might have to ask you if I could work from Denver when he's in season, that's really fucking scary, Age.
Oh my God, please do not be
like,
scared.
Can I work from Denver because he has a home game?
But you make it seem like in saying that, I hope you clarify to the listeners.
It's not you.
I'm not out here being like, don't leave this office.
I know,
There's
but it's
something happening where you guys are all just so dedicated. And I know that I expect that we keep building this thing.
Yeah.
But to be clear, I have never been anything other than understanding and appreciative. And
it's
if you
don't, it's our own.
It's your own desire. But I know, but I can also love you too. Yeah. And I can also want love for you and want happiness for you. And yeah, there might be a time where like, maybe I'm not perfect at always like practicing what I preach in that way. And there might be a time where I'm like feeling fucked myself and I'm like, ugh. But that's only because sometimes I'm a human and I express emotions of like, oh, I wish we could figure this out, but I guess not, like whatever.
Yeah.
And I have to work on that too. Like that's not something that I'll be forever. And I think even just like example, Amy shared with Cross Functional, you weren't going to be able to be at the opening of Roosevelt Field because you had a previously planned thing. I was like, all right, no worries, I got that one. Yeah. Like I feel that we're a team.
But no, and that was
another work thing.
That's a work thing.
Yeah,
it's a Kelsey Plum event. Like
I don't even know what it is.
I know.
If you're not available, you're not available.
I know, but I feel more confident. Not confident. I feel like it's easier to tell my job, right, that I love and I prioritize my number one thing is my job. It's my whole personality. I feel easier saying Kelsey Plum needs me at her event. And you and Bill are going to be like, fuck yeah. I've never, ever in 8 years of working here had to prioritize, hey, Age, I'm going to go to Denver and work from there. Is that okay? That's scary.
Okay, I know, but I think that's only because you want to make sure you
make you and this brand and everybody comes first.
Yes, your entire...
All of a sudden I have to put a person first.
No. Don't worry about it. I think that
maybe not first.
No, but I think you can. She did it right there. I think you move with intention. That's all I ask of you.
I know.
I'm not worried. I know that if we're launching, a store in Disney, like you're gonna be there.
Yeah.
If we're opening somewhere that like even any other location, you know what I mean? Like, if I can't be there, then hopefully that's the main thing. Like if I can't be somewhere because of my child or my children are sick or there's something, that would be the only time I'd say, hey, can you prioritize being there? Yeah. But we're a tag team. There's no reason that if I'm there, you have to be there every time.
No, and I'm likely not going to need this to come into play for things.
Yeah, like
it's going to be more almost like casual, and that's the part that I'm not used to.
Well, that is the easy part. I don't care where you work. Just work. Just get your job done.
I know.
Just do your job.
I know.
Now,
and that is new for me.
There are other people that I don't always have that same position
it is different
on.
For me,
and but it's not just because of them being like more junior or whatever. There's certain roles that's not the case, but there's also certain roles that is, and I think one of those roles is the head of VIP relations. You have to be all over anyway. You're traveling all the time for me in this business.
Yeah.
I can be okay if you're not sitting in this office. And I know that you're getting your job done. And so ultimately, as your boss, that doesn't bother me. As your best friend, I absolutely want you to take advantage of this opportunity and this love in your hands.
There's no part of me that doubts that. Trust me. Oh my God. If I know you and our friendship, like the last thing you want is for my ass to be alone anymore.
Please don't be single again. Like I can't do that plot anymore.
No.
Can we sidestep away from this? Because I can't reaffirm you anymore.
No, you did such a good job.
My cup is empty.
I can't believe I cried. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Full.
I keep crying every
Don't
second.
apologize. I love you. We had that offsite, and it was great. We did a lot of like hot take things, and I think this group, ultimately, we're going to talk to you guys about the new things that we're doing, and we hope that you'll reach out to us and tell us how you feel about everything that we say, because it is kind of helpful to have like the diehards give us their feelings. And one of the questions that I have
I was about to say,
is how do you guys feel?
I thought you were going to say, do you guys want us to get rid of the podcast?
I kind of was.
Like,
I kind of was going there. Not to get rid of the podcast, but like if you love the podcast, please let us know. Like just like review it. And I know this is like this is not a shameless review plug, but like it kind of would be helpful. Like please review honestly, and also come talk to us if there's something you want to see more of, because we really do want to make sure that we're serving this listenership and anyone else that would join us. But also,
we're afraid it's at death's door, and people
it's not that it's at death's door.
People are trying to take this from us. You guys.
No, it's not that it's at death's door. But look,
we might have to get rid of it.
No, because it takes up time, it takes up a time of not only us but our team.
Yep.
And we have to think about it. And again, we may not have money on it, and we could, but if we do that, then it's going to take up more time.
Yep.
And we just got finished saying that time is limited.
Yep.
And whatever. So like, if that would be awful, let us know. If you're kind of like, I love you guys, but if you can't do this anymore, that's okay too. And like, I'll still be there watching Words Matter episodes. Or maybe you're like, honestly, I don't watch a Words Matter and I'm a diehard and I just don't care. I'd rather see the two of you. Or if you're like, honestly, I like them both and please don't get rid of anything. I think it would just be helpful. We put out a lot of Little Words Project content. This is obviously Little Words Project adjacent. But what are you like loving? What are you not? What could you do with less of? Like, please just be, I don't know, just like come slide and give us your solicited advice. It's is solicited advice. Slide on mine, Mariah's, or the Glow Through It. It could be a great catch-all.
Because at the offsite, we did talk about it. Like,
yeah, like it was on the potential chopping block.
Yeah.
And honestly, you know who fought for it? Me.
You did.
I was the one who said, I like this. Like, I enjoy this.
I fought for it too, but I guess
You
I was
too.
fighting maybe for more like bi-weekly episodes because I know my own schedule.
Yeah.
But like.
And weekly sucks, if I'm honest.
Weekly's really hard. Only because like.
But also.
Anything weekly's hard, honestly.
Yeah, like all of a sudden
like,
you wake up.
meetings, like.
You wake up and it's been a week. That's how it feels. I feel like I wake up every Monday.
That's such a fucking good way to put
it. It's
life.
Groundhog. It's literally Groundhog's Day, but different. Like. Every week happens in this time period of 1 24-hour period. That's how it feels. A full week took place. You wake up, it's another day.
It's so true. But when you're in a long distance relationship, time does kind of be moving mad slow. Think about it. All I think about is the next trip. I also don't want to rush my life. I need to be careful. I know I keep talking about her.
I look right at Kelly, just be like, please make the go quicker. Move
let's
on
move
to
on.
the
Kelly
next
said move on.
fucking topic.
Okay, Laneige event recap. Well, wait.
Here she goes. Now she's going to say, I want to talk about my relationship because I never get to talk about my relationship in my life. And I need to talk about my relationship. I don't want anyone to make me feel like I can't talk about my relationship. And I really want to talk about my relationship. We know.
Fuck. I'm sorry. You've been in love for 87 years. I haven't even said I love you, okay? Imagine that.
I'm sweating.
You think he's going to say it someday?
You think they've been saying?
Not now, but like, do you think he'll say it someday? Some people don't express
it's for
their
the
love
plot.
through the word.
It's for the plot, so I'm gonna let her go. But like, to be fair, the episode's gonna be fire with just what we recorded about the man. And next episode, we're gonna still talk about him. It does not all have to be in this moment.
You're so right. Okay, let's look at the list. Laneige event recap. We don't need to talk about it, but I do want to explain one thing.
Sydney Sweeney loves Little Words Project.
Yeah, let me explain how it went down.
Okay. We don't have to talk about it, but I want to explain how it went down.
We don't have to talk about this, but I'm going to talk for the next 8 minutes. So we're at a Laneige pop-up. We set up our booth the day before. It's absolutely beautiful, stunning. We're ready to roll. The event is about to begin. Sydney Sweeney is arriving at like 10:55 to check out the venue because the event is essentially in celebration of her as their new global ambassador.
And she has to approve the venue?
No, but like take photos and love it before the crowd gets there.
Okay, so get pictures.
Yeah, get photos with her team. Her glam team is there.
Cool.
They've requested that Sydney's in the room alone with just her glam team and her videographer and photographer, no one else.
Fair.
They ask everybody, can you guys please all go in the kitchen? The agency announces, everyone please head to the kitchen. Sydney's arriving.
I'm going to pee my pants. I already know. Where I said the thing about the kitchen
I was
is.
like, yeah, we're in that kitchen. I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to just be right here by our display. So that's where I'm going to sit and stand. And I will wait for Sydney to arrive.
You didn't go to the kitchen.
Listen. The agency tells everybody to go. Slowly, the bartenders are walking into the kitchen. The food passer outers, the Glambot team, they're leaving. Everybody's leaving. Everybody's walking away. The kitchen door. The kitchen's getting full. I'm standing by the booth. I was like, 5 minutes goes by. The agency walks up to me. She's like, hi, yeah, so Sydney's arriving really soon. She'll be here in about 3 minutes. Her car's outside. So we're just going to need everyone to head into the kitchen. I was like, I get that. Yeah, I did hear that. You see,
and this is why you can work from anywhere.
I know. I was like, it's gonna be tough. I can't go in there. So if you could just bring over the Laneige team, I know that you're on the agency side. If you could just bring over the Laneige girls that I've been working with, they'll understand what I'm saying. But I have to speak to Sydney today. So, and the girl's like, okay, I'll get my manager. I'm like, perfect. Yeah, great. She brings over the manager. The manager's like, hey, I'm so sorry. You are going to have to go into the kitchen, though. It was a request on Sydney's side. I was like, yeah, no, I get that. I did hear that, too. I heard you. But unfortunately, I can't. So can you please bring over the Laneige team? I don't know. Like, where's my girl? The Laneige team comes over, and they were like, hey, whatever. And I was like, nope. I know, not you guys, though. Where's the girl who I've been working with, who's now my friend? She will allow me to stand up here. Please just go get her. She comes up. She's like, Mariah, I'm so sorry. Oh, my God. Yes, you could talk to Sydney. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's the whole point. I said, look, I'm not trying to be difficult.
I love that.
But the reason why we're here
is because of this. This was told. I was told I was getting this interaction.
I can have a couple seconds with Sydney, and I know that we talked about that. It's a possibility. I see it in my future. It's very possible. She's just going to walk in. What I don't want for you guys is for someone of Sydney's caliber to walk up to this display and see bracelets on a wall for your sake and for ours, but for yours. I think that it would be a better experience for her to see that you guys are partnering with such a meaningful brand.
Yeah.
So let me give her that. And it amplifies the whole story of kindness and good vibes and self-love. I'm going to give that to you. So allow me to stand here and give that to you. And she's like, oh my God, of course, Mariah. I know that's why you want to stand here. I don't think you're standing here for an autograph. I know that you're looking to have a moment.
Is why.
I know.
We do what we do.
I know.
And we are where we are.
And
it's because you, Mariah Grippo.
Yeah.
And myself, when the time was for me to be in that. In those moments. But you more so than me.
Don't take no for an answer.
Do not take no for an answer.
Yeah.
And you do it with kindness.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was like, oh, my God, I get it. Like, trust me, I know this is I'm being like a little bit extra, but let me just tell you, I'll make this worth everyone's while. I'm not annoying. I'm just going to be quick.
That's what people don't understand about the product and the moments of about the product. Like, it's not that we just want to be in the room and take a selfie. We are trying to actually add value to your experience.
I want Laneige to walk away with everyone there being like, wow, I love that Laneige event, and I love that they partnered with such a important brand.
Yeah.
That's the goal I want from the end of that. It's not that I don't want you to look at our bracelets without me there. I think that they're cute regardless. But when you come over and you show the bracelets, your team doesn't know how to speak to that experience. Whereas with me, I can say, Sydney, it's so great to meet you. Congratulations on all of these wonderful things you have going on. I'd love to tell you about our bracelets. Have you heard of them before? Everyone's like, oh my God, we've heard
What was her vibe?
The sweetest person ever.
Aw, just like a cutie,
oh
sweet
my gosh,
girl.
Just teeny tiny, sweet, adorable, cute, lovely.
The cutest freaking outfit on.
Oh my God, she was stunning. She was perfect. Kind,
loved the product,
smiling, grateful. I mean, she just walked right over. She's like, "Oh yes, I've heard of you guys. Oh my God!" And her whole team, they're like, "What? We love these." She was like, "I have 10 of them." One of the girls that she was working with. Oh my God, I have a million. I have an armful. I didn't wear them today, but I love them. Her glam, whoever it was, her makeup artist, and she just bent right down and she's looking at everywhere. She's like, "Oh my God!" And I'm like, "And let me explain."
What did she pick?
She picked Be Fucking Nice. I Am Enough.
Love that.
Yeah.
God.
Be Happy, because she loved the smileys. And at one point she was like, I knew that her videographer wanted her to kind of move on.
Yeah, she was trying to hang.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, don't worry, I picked you another 3. You could these are the 3 I already picked for you. I figured you might want them. She's like, which ones are they? And I told her the word. She's like, oh my God, I need those too. How did you know? I was like, I just knew. And we're having a whole moment. It was so perfect.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah, it was so perfect. And then I got a stack on her wrist, and of course her whole team, and she loved it. And I know in her head, she thought to herself, what an intentional choice by Laneige who is my partner.
Yeah.
You know, like that was a choice by them to bring us in, and that's my goal at the end of it all. Yes, I wanted to maybe get a video for our Instagram of me and Sydney for sure, but I knew that by just talking to her, it helped amplify that story for both brands.
And that at the end of the day, 100%, and that's why you're so good at what you do. And your entire role is to get yourself in front of the person so that you can, at the very least, because we know that if we can just have the door open so that we can walk into it, it doesn't even have to be exactly. We will pry it open if we have to.
Oh, yeah.
But if we can just walk through that door, the product will do the rest.
Yes.
Because it is so honest. It is so authentic.
Yep.
And it is actually affecting change in the lives of the people it touches.
Fully.
And so when we carry that torch, that's like we get to have these conversations with people where we get to like surprise and delight them that a product like this exists. And a lot of the net new outcomes of what we've been discussing is like we have to get back to the basics with the brand. It's kind of why I wanted to ask you guys questions about like what we should be doing, you know, when it comes to the podcast or what have you. But one of those things, to be back to the basics, is actually like infusing more of you and I. It's us being more out front. It's me being more out front.
Yep.
And that's, you know, that gives me a little anxiety, honestly, because it's
spooky town.
Yeah, like it's a much bigger brand. It's a much bigger platform. Like, you know, I've been living on this platform of like, I don't care what people think, but at the end of the day, like I'm still a human. I don't want to have any of my like position on things be affected by outside opinion. And the bigger and louder those outside opinions become, the more you can second guess yourself and the less insulated you are, if you will. And I kind of like feeling a little more insulated.
Yeah.
That said, I do see the benefit of not being and about being a little bit more out in front. Anyway, long story short, 1, please message us if you have thoughts and feelings on that. But 2, I was kind of sharing with the team that I'm stressed about that and I'm anxious about that and I will do it, but I'm like, I really want to be smart and intentional. And one of the other girls on my team who went through her own infertility battle and ended up having to go through IVF to conceive her daughter, she, at the end of the entire meeting, said, Adriana, I just want to pass my bracelet on to you. And like, was without fanfare, was not for filming.
Yeah, she like did it quietly
content.
in the corner. Yeah.
She's one of our quiet, like, just like absolute
Peaceful
beasts.
souls.
She's so good. And she whipped it off and she handed it to me and it says, beat the odds. And she told me that she wore it through her entire fertility journey and all the way through IVF and until she conceived her baby. And it's a beautiful, just clear, I'm not taking this off. I have not taken it off and I'm not going to take it off. The moment I was immediately brought to tears. I think there was like 4 of us that just were like, oh my God, like we were all brought to tears because it was just such a genuine, honest moment. And I felt in that moment like, oh my God, it was a really proud moment. Not only is this product something that like I cooked up in my brain back in 2013 in a basement with hopes that it would impact so many people, but never confidently like really knowing that it would, just hoping. But also that it works. Like it actually flipping works. This person changed my outlook on what I was capable of by the simple act of not only giving me a bracelet that says beat the odds, but it's a bracelet that helped her beat the odds. Like it got her through that journey and she beat the fucking odds. And now I have that piece of power on my wrist. And it's like treasure. And I'm so lucky. And I can now one day pass this on and I will tell the story of how it got us this baby on this earth. And how not, and again, maybe it's putting too much power in the words, but it's putting power in the belief of that kind of thinking. Not toxic positivity, but belief in what believing will get you. And seeing and exposing yourself to positive words.
That's so fire, Age. That was fire. That was an absolute bar.
I mean, I'm in a place of like, oh my God, she changed I witnessed it. I fucking witnessed it happen, guys. It wasn't just something that I branded and marketed and put out into the universe, which, to be clear, it never was. But you could start to forget how impactful it is.
This
and
to this to
you
this
look
to
at the
this,
stories,
but it happens to you, and you're like, holy shit! Wait a second.
So the next time someone says, "Why would I spend $25 on something I could make for $5?" That's why.
Yeah.
Send them this clip.
This clip has to. You should do a collab post with Little Words Project and go through it for this.
I'm just
that clip was fire.
Yeah,
right,
I will. But anyway, thank you. I am so grateful, and I will be forever grateful. And it's going to take me through this next decade.
Yeah.
And that's what I know until I meet someone who really needs it more. And I'm going to, with joy in my heart, pass it on.
Joy. And all that being said, that's why it's important for you and I to remain in rooms, or not even just us, but spokespeople of us, whether it's other employees that are trained the right way and that really care about this brand, to speak to these important people, because someone like Sydney Sweeney could change the game for our brand.
Yeah.
If it came to that.
Yeah.
So we do I was saying this when I spoke at Rutgers this weekend, the relationship with Lance, part of it is our friendship.
That's what I was going to say too. The reason that we find ourselves having these moments of like major impact is because of simple conversations that you refuse to not have.
Yes.
You refused to not talk to Lance Bass when you went to that event for Aaron Carter. And in that moment, you connected because you thought of him. You gave him a stack that mattered to him. Mm-hmm. He looked at it and remembered. We don't know what this conversation with Sydney is going to lead to.
Yep.
And that's how everyone needs to move in their own respective worlds. How do the conversations that you have, how can they impact your future? And it doesn't have to necessarily be so like manipulated, and you don't want to be too manufactured about it. But I think only have certain convos.
But the most authentic version of yourself will have the best conversations.
Yeah. Show up as your most authentic
Show
version.
up as you.
Absolutely.
And you will move mountains.
Yes.
Be yourself. Be you. Be proud of being you. Like, I was chasing Tayshia from The Bachelor around that venue. We took selfies. I was running around with her. She was talking about my tooth gem. We were talking about Love is Blind. Yeah. I was asking her more questions. Did you watch Love is Blind, by the way? Isn't it crazy what's going on? Bring up anything. Make a friendship. Make a relationship. And it's not because I was like, there's a future partnership here. I was like, I know Tayshia is a boss.
Yeah.
Let me make sure she loves this.
Yeah.
Let me make sure she walks away remembering me.
Yeah.
Yes. You know what I mean?
Let me make sure that I am going to represent the power that exists in this product.
Yes.
By simply being myself and by being welcome and open to how other people show up.
And kind. Mm-hmm. When she went home, if she looked at her bracelets, I wanted her to think, I love this bracelet and I loved that girl. What a great day. Yeah. Now, I love this bracelet. I wonder whose brand it was. It was just kind of sitting there alone in the corner. I just grabbed one. I don't know.
Yeah. No. I
it's
think
all about the
we're on to something.
No, we're really on to something. All right,
okay,
let's we got to dive into something else, huh?
Okay, so we got through offsite recap and Laneige event recap.
Right at the tippy top of the paper.
Right at the top of the hour. One of the net new outcomes of the offsite is actually the fact that if we are going to keep Little Words, or if we are going to keep Glow Through It as a big program and a big part of this brand, and make it a little bit more a part of this brand, is that we're going to talk a little bit more about brand things. So one of the things is that we did just launch our Cosmic Treasures collection. It is so cute. It is got some incredible beads, like lava stone beads that are like silver, and they look like the moon, and the other pink, purple, galaxy looking ones. They're just so good. The words are incredible. Make magic, dream, and limitless. And it feels very just aligned with how we move through life, is like, make your own kind of magic. You gotta make your own kind of music. Sing your own kind of song. Oh, you messed me up.
Sorry.
But I was good for a minute. You don't remember that one? It's the only thing that I think of.
Outlander.
Lost. It's the first episode of the season where we discover that the guy has been living on the island the whole time. What's his face? Oh. See you in another life, brother.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy?
That first episode, it was that he only had that album and it was on repeat. So all you heard was, you gotta make your own.
But the reason why I say Outlander is because when they go back to the 70s, it's the same song.
It's that song?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Our two favorite shows.
Those are two of our favorite shows. Okay. So anyway, make magic. Dream is another word on the the collection.
Big dreams.
We all believe in our dreams. And limitless, being truly limitless, and looking down and letting that like help you break through those barriers. Mm-hmm. Like someone saying, no, you can't go. How about you don't put that limit on me, and instead I stay here kindly and I continue to move forward with the original discussed plan.
Right.
We love it.
So is there a cosmic event, Adriana, in your life that you feel like it all made sense? And it's cosmic.
Everything. My entire existence all makes sense in me. It feels very cosmic. It feels very aligned. It feels very like
Can you think of like one little specific?
Yes. So you can remember the fish? The
Yes.
the
Were you kept seeing it?
Yes.
Okay.
I once read by Gabrielle Bernstein, Not Spiritual Gangster, The Universe Has Your Back. And basically Gabrielle Bernstein talks about like telling the universe that, okay, I want you to talk to me here and I'm ready to receive your messages. So basically you're supposed to say, I want to see a bunny today, or show me a butterfly sign if I am to blah, blah, blah. So mine was, show me, and I thought on it, what did I want it to be? And a fish came to me. And not just any fish, like, just a fish, actually. The image of a fish. So you're supposed to say to the universe, show me a sign that I am to blank. And mine was, universe, show me a sign that I should continue on my fertility journey. Like I should continue trying to conceive. And I said, show me a fish if that is the case. Like you're supposed to pick something because then it can really talk to you. Like show me a fish if this and a blank if that.
Interesting.
Throughout the rest of that day, I started seeing fish signs, like little ones. Like there's a fish bag in the window and there's a fish. Like you just don't ever think you're going to see fish, but then like you start seeing fish. Now, is it kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy where like now you're seeing more fish because you want this to be the truth? Maybe. Who cares? The fact is making your brain think that you should keep moving forward, right? So it's like it's okay to kind of stack the deck, if you will. But what then happens at this restaurant, which I could not have possibly made up, is I'm telling the story about this. Me, you, and Sam Siska were at the lunch table. And as I'm talking, I look down, and on our table, is one of them Jesus fish. Made
out of like a straw wrapper.
No, 2 scallions. Cut just the right size, 2 scallions. They created a fish.
That is so random.
That looked so much like this. I swear to you. Scallion 1, scallion 2. They landed like that on my table. Tell me that's not the universal sign for.
We all freaked out.
I lost my whole shit.
I was like,
it's real. I'm sorry.
No, that's cosmic.
Ask and you shall receive the cosmic.
That is cosmic.
The cosmic treasures.
You are the cosmic goddess.
I am
the face of cosmic treasures. 2 lines that were never meant to meet. 2 scallions.
2 scallions.
2 scallions that had a former path came together and is the reason why Ford exists. 2 small scallions kept her going. And that is all you need to know today. 2 small green scallions.
Have you ever
joined
together?
Okay,
the scallions came together to create Ford. We know, but let it be.
And they did
the cosmic word.
Yeah.
Speaking of cosmic words,
yeah.
Have you ever had a cosmic moment?
Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know actually if this is considered cosmic or chaotic,
cosmically sad,
or cosmically tragic,
pathetic.
Absolutely traumatic. But I think the night that I realized that my ex-boyfriend was cheating on me was pretty cosmic because it was so aggressive that I had no choice but to get out. And it was like a sign that slapped me right in the head. And I remember I called you.
Yeah.
No, me and you.
It wasn't a sign, honey. This wasn't like, hey, universe. Shh. Hey, universe, show me the text messages of the 12 girls that my boyfriend is currently cheating on me in the month of July with.
You know what's so funny? I finally told Jonas that I got cheated on by my ex by 13 people. He was like, now wait a minute. I'm not, no shade. But there's 13 people in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I was like, yo. He was like, how in the world? He was like, that man must have been a magician because ain't no way that there's 13 people out there that were down. Like, what? That's
right, that we're down to be a
side piece. There's no way. He's like, that is absolute magic. Okay. He's a wizard. So anyway.
And that's the cosmicness of it all.
Yeah. It just was like, it was cosmic to me because it shook my world. And I think anything that like shakes you at your core.
Did we ever do an episode where we walked through every single way that you got played by men in your past?
No, I don't think so. We could skip that.
Let's make sure if
we could skip it. Yeah,
I kind of want to. Maybe we just compile all the stories from previous episodes.
True.
And put them in order.
True.
Bad idea.
That'd be fun.
Bad idea, as Ford would say. Good idea.
Good idea. All right.
Ford.
So,
All right. We're going to quickly go through our horoscopes for the week because it's giving cosmic.
Yeah, I love
And
horoscopes.
we love a horoscope.
And I haven't read mine yet. Have you read yours? I know you haven't. Okay, good.
But the question that we're supposed to answer here is, do you resonate with your zodiac sign? And I think at the count of 3, we should say our answer to that in the way that we feel we have to deliver this answer.
Okay.
Okay.
Me on mine or you on yours?
Both of us, you on yours, mine on mine.
Okay.
Both of us on both of us.
Okay, let's start with our own.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Yes,
Absolutely. 100%. Now on each other. 1, 2, 3.
Without
yes,
question.
1 fucking percent. How it goes. 1,000,000%. Okay. Now read your horoscope.
Okay. My horoscope, which was taken from Vice. A Vice horoscope. Weekly. And this is my first time reading this. Your drive and focus are ignited as your planetary ruler, Mars, clashes with Jupiter. You could be called to action if you're connected to what you believe. When you're fighting for a cause, you're able to do work toward your goals in a way that goes beyond the material world. The reward is greater than paying your bills. You're taking yourself seriously as Mercury, the Sun, and Saturn all align, bringing emotional breakthroughs and insights into your psychological world as secrets are revealed and shared. Avoid punishing yourself. You're able to figure out financial matters as Mercury, the planet of trade, connects with lucky Jupiter. There are safety nets and ways to keep yourself protected. Ooh, spooky. Spooky.
Have you been feeling like you've been buying a lot of vintage stuff and you're like afraid that you don't know how to sell it?
Okay. Never.
Oh.
Never that I don't know how.
Because when it comes to like, or that you're not going to be able to sell it, like, is there something
Not
there?
that I am not going to be able to sell
Find
it.
Find the root.
I would love to.
Okay.
But that I am anxious to start selling it.
Ooh.
So I have been sourcing.
Do you think this connects with that?
Yes.
Oh, I thought so too.
And not only that, but also like just the concept of like financial matters and like getting your house in order, if you will, for like, you know, all the things that are happening in Little Words Project and like, you know, just there's a lot of elements to this that I resonate with, including I'm ignited as my planetary ruler. When you're fighting for a cause, you're able to do work towards your goals in a way that goes beyond the material world. And like, I do feel sometimes, and I don't know what that means, but I do feel like a superhuman sometimes when I'm like, I have a goal and an end, and I'm going to achieve that goal because I'm fighting for that cause in my life. I feel very connected to that. And especially right now, because like now is the like preamble time to get ready for me cheating. Talk about cheating the camera.
I'm like, what are you? Can you turn?
I'm looking at you and nothing but you.
I like that. I don't really have anything.
What I was gonna say was, now I'm in the period ahead of getting this all out there, where I'm like preparing the inventory. Like I'm cleaning, I'm organizing, I'm skewing, I'm like pricing, I'm doing it all. So it's all happening basically right now, and so it makes sense for this week.
There's a new venture.
I think we talked about it last time. Did we
we might have mentioned it.
Okay, I have a new venture that I'm working on.
But it's Little Words adjacent. She's not opening up a veterinary school.
No, it's Little Words adjacent. You guys probably have seen it on my stories and Insta. Like I'm working on something very fun and cool, and I definitely can see how this resonates with that.
Yeah.
Because it's very like leaning into like taking some bigger financial risks, you know, making sure that I'm like really focused on getting this goal through the finish line, really being focused and intentional right now this week. It's a greater reward than paying your bills is like so factual. Like I'm so excited to like just put all my energy into this. Not all, but a lot of my energy. Bill doesn't want it to be all. But I'm an entrepreneur, y'all. Because if I could spend all day working on this new thing, I would.
You know what's crazy?
I almost didn't come today.
Part of my partial part of a question when I spoke to Rutgers was like a word of advice for anyone in the audience that wants to be an entrepreneur. And that's kind of when I was talking about, you know, just make authentic relationships, because that's how you really build the brand. But I also mentioned that I don't actually categorize myself as an entrepreneur. So I can't give a word of advice for someone who wants to start a business, because I don't think that's how I helped here. But I think you can have an entrepreneurial spirit.
They're called intrapreneurs.
Oh, I wish I thought of that.
They're called intrapreneurs. Intrapreneurs are people that work for the entrepreneurs, but that they build with the entrepreneurs.
wow, that would have been so cool to bring up.
That most of the people, that's okay.
It was like in the moment, she like added to her question. I was like, I hope I can give a good word of advice.
You should put it on your story, honestly. You should do like a stories like to everyone who was at Rutgers who like didn't,
so many
learned
people
something new today. We can even just clip it. But
that's such a good idea.
Entrepreneurs are like, I could categorize most people who work here and or people that have been here for like the earliest folks that are still here.
Yeah.
Those are all entrepreneurs, and the people that are no longer here or wanted to go do something else, same deal. Like they are entrepreneurs that want to build it at another, like everyone has floors at which they thrive the most in. And then there's people who have like the ability to kind of span the distance, right? So anyway, interesting entrepreneurs, people who work for
I
the
love
entrepreneurs.
That. I love that.
Yeah, and still are building something because you are building.
And
like
I still think I have
systems don't exist.
I still think I have wisdom in the entrepreneurial spirit of my role is entrepreneurial. There's no guidebook, there's no rules, there's no here's how. There's no training manual in anything that we're doing. And the same thing with you, starting something new. You have you are an entrepreneur at your core. So that excites you. That doesn't excite me. I don't want to start a new jewelry venture.
But that's the thing. My brand and what I always give the answer to that question is like advice for people who are entrepreneurs or want to be entrepreneurs is to just go be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Go do it.
That's kind of what I said.
Start the job. Because the difference between an entrepreneur and an entrepreneur is like the entrepreneur is more likely to, maybe it's just they're a little crazier because that does have a lot to do with it. But they're just a little more willing to just like go for it.
Yeah.
And then the entrepreneur is willing to take on whatever they have to take on, but they aren't necessarily willing to like take that first step, that first leap, which is the hardest and scariest part.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do yours.
So my horoscope. Okay.
To be clear, I'm an Aries.
Oh, and I'm a Gemini.
You guys should just know that
exactly
already.
that.
We are exactly who we are.
Important information about your career and responsibilities is revealed as Mercury meets with the Sun and Saturn. While you might feel melancholic, you're able to be more realistic than perfectionistic. Interesting. The Sun and Saturn together show you how to get organized and clear-headed about what is necessary and what is not. Holy shit.
Okay.
There is a sense that things are going right for you when the Sun connects with Jupiter. This brings optimism and faith in the unknown. You might have an ability to see positive potential that other people can't. You have a magical air as Mercury connects with Jupiter. Tap into your X factor and give the crowd what they want. Holy shit. Give the crowd what they want,
not X Factor. Bitch, you should frame this. This one's good for right now.
Holy shit.
Let's unpack. Important information about your career and responsibilities is revealed. You may feel melancholic because you're a little like nervous, anxious, but you're able to be more realistic than perfectionistic. You're just going to do what you got to do, then try to be perfect in every outset. You're going to go to see your man and you're going to do your best. And you're not going to try to be perfect at this job, right? Which is like you don't go anywhere, don't do anything. If that is even how you define it, which I don't. Then you are going to get organized and clear-headed about what is necessary and what you don't have to be a part of.
Holy shit.
There's a sense of things that are going right. When you start to feel that sense of things going right, that's because the Sun is connecting with Jupiter, which is cool. And it brings optimism and faith in the unknown. You're not as like anxious and worried about every little detail because you're just having faith in the unknown. You see positive potential that other people can't. Your X factor and give the crowd what they want.
And give the crowd what they want. Like, just believe that I am able to do all the things and also prioritize this thing I've never prioritized before and still be great.
That's awesome.
And still tap into my X factor and give it to the people. The people want it. And I know I can give it. But I know I'm ready to be a partner too. And I have to prioritize it. And I have to prioritize both. And I can't be scared that I'm going to not show up for him, not show up here, let someone down. I'm not going to let anyone down.
Yeah.
I'm fucking great.
Yes. And I think we can all learn something from that energy, which is just I'm not going to be scared of letting people down, or I'm going to be scared, but I'm going to still move with realism and do the best that I can because that is all we can do.
This is fire.
This was fire.
You knew, Kelly, that I was going through this?
No, none of us read this. we copy pasted it and now here we are.
This piece of paper. No,
Seriously.
I glanced at it, but I didn't read it.
I didn't.
Yeah, I opened it. I'm gonna be honest.
I saw that you slacked it, and I left it unread.
I
opened it, and then I marked it as unread to come back to it, and never came back to it.
I came back to it and didn't read it, so it's perfect. But somehow I believe that we came out of the other end of this with a really strong episode.
That we will win.
I believe that we will win.
I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Go shop Cosmic Treasures.
Nah, that's not how we're gonna end this.
Oh.
You stupid.
Oh, okay. How do you want to end it?
I don't know, a little bit less salesy than that. We're not here to sell cosmic treasures. We're just speaking to it and talking about our own cosmic treasures.
Darn.
Anyway, this was a great episode. Thank you for everyone for listening. Go shop cosmic treasures.
It's all live now, so go get it before it sells out.
We have nothing else to say.
It's not going to sell out.
We love you all. Go DM us. Bye. Thanks for tuning in.
Make sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Glow Through It Podcast.
And while you're at it, give Little Words Project a follow too. See you next time.